All right, good afternoon, everyone. The October 24th, 2023 meeting of the Human Services Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Blankley. Mr. Blankley is present. Mr. Brew. Mr. Brew is present. Ms. Delvecchio Hoffman. Ms. Delvecchio Hoffman is present. Mr. Dondorfer. Mr. Dondorfer is present. Ms. Hasman. Ms. Hasman is present. Chairman Keller.
Here.
Chairman Keller is present. Mr. Morris. Mr. Morris is present. Ms. Smith. Ms. Smith is present. Mr. Udelson. Mr. Udelson is present.
Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
We do. We have two public forum speakers this evening. When I call your name, you'll have 2 minutes in which to address the legislature, and please conclude when the timer sounds. Our first speaker is Sister Grace Miller.
Good afternoon. I'm here tonight to speak about our homeless because it's your responsibility to take care of our homeless. And we're concerned to the point where we go out late at night to see how our homeless are doing, and we do find them outside alone with nobody really taking care of them. And we feel that's your responsibility. Sometimes we're out at 3:00 a.m. and we find homeless hovering in storefronts to keep warm, but they're not warm. And that's what should be bothering you. The homeless in our city and our county must be taken care of. It is not right to ignore them or pretend they don't exist. You know they are there, and they're there in the cold nights. And as I said, it's your responsibility to care for them. We are supporting Rachel Barnhart's Monroe County Housing Plan, which will help the homeless and help people find apartments. We are entering the time of code blue. What are your plans to shelter the homeless during this winter season? Have you made plans to help them? They're always on our minds. They should always be on your minds too. So we hope you are going to make your best effort to keep our homeless warm and safe this winter, and make sure that homeless shelters take them in, because that doesn't always happen. So we're urging you to take care of our homeless this winter. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Preacher Adams.
Good evening, everyone. I stand before you because code blue is upon us. I urge you to follow Ms. Barnhart's plan. She has a plan. Listen to it. She's a virtuous woman. We have to work together if we're going to solve this problem, y'all. We'll say that we are Christians. Now, I'm talking to all of y'all out there, not just me. Do what's right. Do what you can do. We have to understand God don't sleep and God don't slumber. Everything that you do, don't do it in your feelings, but do it from your heart. And I promise you, if we get back at this lady and we pass this, we can be the first one in Rochester that said that we got a plan, that we came up with a plan for code blue, and we can give God the praise, not man the praise. I'm finished with it.
Is there anyone present who is not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee at this time? All right, the next item on the agenda is approval of minutes. You have the September 26, 2023 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on the agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
Referral 23-0308, creating the Housing Stability Pilot Program.
All right, this referral. Do not move for a second. We need to go clarification on that because
There still needs to be a mover and a seconder, but
Having a little confusion here. There still needs to be a motion and a second? No. Okay. All right. Well, I'll continue then. Thank you. This referral, while well-intentioned, leaves many questions to be answered with respect to budget, legal, and other concerns. As a result, I'm referring this to the administration for a full review. I request this include the budgetary impacts, including the current and future budgetary impacts, taxpayer impacts, the legal analysis, including whether the county has the authority to enact this program on our own without New York State approval, and any other information you deem necessary. I'd also like to request that, if possible, we have the results of this before the next full legislature meeting. Thank you. The next item, please.
Referral 23-0312, acceptance of a grant from the University of Rochester for the Breastfeeding Friendly New York program.
Motion by legislator Smith, seconded by legislator Dondorfer. Is there any discussion? Legislator Smith?
Through the chair, could you repeat the question, please?
Absolutely. Through the chair, where is the balance of the grant that is not included in the contract going?
Through the chair, to clarify, it's a multi-year grant, so over the 5 years of the grant, that is the award, or are you requesting information regarding the rest of the grant that's been awarded to the University of Rochester?
Okay, so when I read the referral, it stated that it was $120,000 and that we were moving 24,000 of it into the general fund 9,300 maternal and child administration. So I was just wondering where the additional funds were going.
24,000 a year over a 5-year period.
Got it. Thank you for clarifying. I appreciate that.
Legislator Hezza. You
Got it.
Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Are there any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 23-0313, acceptance of a grant from the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services for the 2023-2024 Aid to Crime Laboratories Grant Program, Office of the Medical Examiner.
Motion by legislator Dondorfer, seconded by legislator Morris. Is there any discussion? Legislator Dondorfer.
Through the chair to the administration, have wait times for cases reduced in the recent months?
Through the chair, the wait times are consistent. We have 2 new people who are in training. And we're starting to see them have a gradual impact on our turnaround time. But again, we're not holding up cases at this point in the laboratory.
Understood. Thank you.
Just a follow-on question to that. What is the training cycle for someone? Are these toxicologists then that are in training?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that, sir?
Yeah, just the time that it takes to bring a new person into the department.
So, through the chair. well, through
Sure.
you. It varies, but to make someone independent as a fully autonomous toxicologist, the training period can be about 2 years.
Sure.
It's something that is built over time, so
Right.
we don't keep people entirely off of casework. But they build their skills gradually. They master one competency and then get moved to the next. So they start out with a very limited repertoire. And then as their skills build and they learn new techniques, their capabilities grow and they can handle more of the casework
Sure.
that we have.
Sure. Are you now currently staffed in that department? Fully staffed, that is?
Yes, sir. We have all of our spaces are filled.
Okay, great. Thank you. Any further questions? All right, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Are there any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral number 23-0314, acceptance of funding from the New York State Office of Mental Health and the New York State Office of Addiction Services and Supports and amend Resolution 393 of 2022 as amended by Resolutions 142 and 225 of 2023, and the resolution adopted pursuant to referral 23-0287, authorizing contracts for the provision of mental health, developmental disabilities, and alcoholism and substance abuse services in 2023 for the Monroe County Office of Mental Health.
Motion by legislator Bruce, seconded, motion by legislator Morris, seconded by legislator Brew. Is there any discussion? All right, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Are there any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 23-0315, acceptance of grants from the New York State Office for the Aging for the Community Service for the Elderly Program, expanded in-home services for the elderly program, and wellness and nutrition program, and amend Resolution 395 of 2022 as amended by Resolution 112 of 2023 and Resolution 217 of 2023, authorization to contract for the Monroe County Office for the Aging programs in 2023-2024.
Moved by legislator Bruce, seconded by legislator Smith. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Are there any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 23-0318, authorize a contract with Metrics Marketing for the implementation of an employment recruitment and retention advertising campaign.
Moved by legislator Smith, seconded by legislator Dondorfer. Is there any discussion, legislator Smith?
Through the chair, communications will administer the contract.
Thank you. Through the chair to the administration again, what departments do you specifically plan to recruit for?
Could you
What
repeat that?
departments do you specifically plan to recruit for?
The contract is broken up with 125,000 of it for overall county employment that this body passed earlier this year. And the 245,000 will go to the DHS, jobs that are trying to be filled. And what the plan is to work with every department to see where the shortfalls are. And then we'll have a plan to go about, going after having an overall campaign, overall theme, but we'll also go after individual departments and try to recruit for them as needed.
Thank you. Through the chair to the administration, you talked about a theme. Do you have a certain message that you plan on putting out there?
Through the chair, yes, we're talking about serving your community is going to be the overall theme. That said, you have to really target individual and fit different jobs, from truck drivers to youth detention workers have to fit underneath this. So, but we're pretty confident that what we have here will do that.
Thank you. Just one follow-up question to that. So through the chair to the administration, when you think about the commercials, who do you plan on placing in those commercials? Have you gone that far to think about that?
Through the chair, no, I think what really changes in this contract is the idea of commercials. More so, we are targeting individual campaigns to individual job stratas. So, and instead of having a wide range commercial that it features individuals so much, we're looking at every single job description and going after. I'll give you an example. Last year, we had a great deal of difficulty recruiting youth detention workers with the campaign that was going on. We altered it so we could target individuals who were looking at a law enforcement career, and we received over 100 applications within a month. So it's not a question of just commercials. It's a question of what platform, who you're talking to, how you're talking to them, and what the message is.
Thank you. I yield the floor.
Any further questions? All right, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Are there any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 23-0319, amend resolution 18 of 2023 to extend the time period of the BIPOC Peer Advocate Training and Development Program grant from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration and authorize a contract with House of Mercy for the Black, Indigenous, and People of Color Peer Training and Development Program.
Motion by legislator Dondorfer, seconded by legislator Morris. Is there any discussion, legislator Dondorfer?
Thank you, sir. Through the chair to the administration, the House of Mercy has had highly publicized issues in the past and even recently. Are you confident in their ability to execute this contract?
Through the president, yes, I am. The CEO and president has been certified in doing peer work, and she is very connected with the state.
Thank you. Through the chair to the administration, were there any other replies to the RFP?
Through the chair, yes, there were two.
And through the chair to the administration, who are those two?
House of Mercy and Recovery House of Rochester, which is a supportive housing.
Thank you. I yield the floor.
Any further questions? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Are there any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 23-0332, amend resolution 282 of 2021 as amended by resolutions 330 of 2022 and 108 of 2023 to accept additional funding from the United States Department of the Treasury for the Emergency Rental Assistance 2 Program, Monroe County Eviction Prevention Pilot Initiative 2.0.
Motion by legislator Morris, seconded by legislator Brew. Is there any discussion, legislator Morris?
Did the county request this, or how did this new funding come about?
Mr. Chairman, on a quarterly basis, the United States Treasury has been soliciting municipalities to submit reallocation requests on their schedule. So this has been a quarterly endeavor, Mr. Chair.
And a follow-up question again through the chair. It looks like the program has been inactive for a while. Does the infrastructure still exist to administer this?
It does, Mr. Chair, and it's not that the program has been inactive. The focus for the vast majority of 2023 has been on providing legal assistance to those going through eviction court rather than the direct rental subsidy payment to landlord.
Thank you. I yield.
All right, thank you. Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Are there any opposed? Item carries. It's the last item. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? Legislator Hassan. Got that? All right, noted. Thank you. Any other items? All right, there being no other matters, the October 24th, 2023 meeting of the Human Services Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Human Services Committee will be held on Tuesday, November 28th, 2023 at 5 p.m.